Hello, this is Charian and welcome to a new Football Manager series where I try and lead Lupa Roma FC, the poor man's Roma, to Serie A and Champions League glory. So to explain a bit about how this series came to be, I decided to simulate a year in the game and then pick a team that came up into the lowest playable division. I was thinking of doing this in England, but I always play in England, so I decided to choose Italy to mix it up a bit. So one of the teams that came up into Serie C/C from Serie D after that first season was Lupa Roma FC. So a bit about them in real life. They were formed in 1974, but didn't become a professional playing team until 2013, when they were inducted into the Italian league. Based in Rome, but are a long way off established Italian giants Roma. But I saw this as a good and fun challenge to try and get them to the top and establish a rivalry with Roma. So I'm playing on FM19, not FM20, because not much changes per year in the game's development, so I didn't get this year's game. But if I had, I wouldn't be able to play as Lupa Roma because in real life they actually got relegated from Serie D last year and disbanded their first team to concentrate purely on their youth team. So they are actually no more in real life. So this now becomes a bit of an alternate universe save to see, fictionally of course, what could have happened to them if yours truly had been at the helm. So I'll be streaming this mostly on Twitch, but with 2 episodes per season uploaded to YouTube, one at the end of January and one at the end of the season. In those episodes, I will also play a match so you can see how the team is progressing, get to know the players a bit if you don't catch any Twitch streams. My Twitch will be in the description below, so please go over there and follow me so that you can be notified of when I stream. So without further ado, let me introduce you to the club and the team, and we'll see how we've been doing in this first season so far. So, as you can see from the league table, we are currently in 7th place after 25 games. We were predicted to be 20th and get relegated quite heavily. So the fact that we are in 7th place, we're actually 7 points above the playoff spots, which ridiculously go down to 10th. So if we can get in that in the first season, that'd be amazing. I'm not expected to go up because our team is pretty shocking. But I will introduce them. I won't introduce you to all of the players that I've signed because there's been a mounted load. I'll just introduce you to the first team. As you can see from the stats here, Matteo Rossetti is easily our standout player. Keenan and Cabazal, these two are the only 2 players that I've spent money on. And they are definitely by far and away some of the best players in the club. So we can just check quickly on the club. You can see captain is Daniel Ancini, vice captain Sony, and our key player is Rossetti. We play games at the Pasquale Giannatasio Stadium in Rome, which is 4,500 capacity. We don't get anywhere near that. I'm not entirely sure how many people we get. I don't think it's a lot though. But if you can go by schedule, we're actually on a bit of a winning run at the moment. Well, it's not a winning run, but we haven't lost since the 17th of November, and it's now the 1st of February. Lots of draws in there, as you can see. Today we actually play Kavesi, who are bottom of the league, but we're playing them away. Messina, I remember when we played them, they were also bottom of the league, and we drew 1-1. So we'll see how that goes. But just to see how much we get, where does it say? The Okay, I don't know where it says that. I was going to say where it says the manage views. There we go. No, that's not exactly what I want. Okay, I can't see how many people came to this. Or maybe I can. Maybe it's on to the right here. No, it's not. Okay, well, that was a waste of time. So anyway, let's just introduce you to the team. So yesterday the transfer window closed. So we actually did bring in a couple of players, and one of those first ones is a new goalkeeper, which we needed. I did sign this guy, so David Libertazzi has been our goalkeeper for the first half of the season. He's not been bad at all. 6.94 rating. He's only conceded 17 goals in 25 appearances, 13 clean sheets out of 25. That's actually pretty damn good. So he will go back in if this guy doesn't doesn't meet the kind of standards of Libertazzi. But this guy is on loan from AC Milan. My director of football brought him in on the final day. He is only 18 years old, but statistically he is better than Libertazzi. So Zanalato will play his debut today. Just to mention about my director of football, this guy is my director of football and also my right back. 34 years old, he will be retiring at the end of the season. I bought him on a free to play as a player / director of football. That's because he hasn't played at all yet. He might play maybe last game of the season. He obviously isn't very good. He's had a bit of a career. He actually started out, got bought by AC Milan, although they never played him. I didn't realise that. Either way, he's brought in some screamers actually. Fabio Rossi he's also brought in as well. But anyway, we'll go through the team. So at right back we have Andrea Parocchi, who was here when I got here. Very solid right back, so 7.06 rating so far. Anything over a 7 is good in my book, and as you can see, there's only 2 players in the entire starting 11 that has over a 7 rating. Lorenzo Negro is our starting left back, 3-star current ability, 4-star potential. He has also been pretty solid and was also here when I arrived. These two I bought. Igor Ngonga, who is our only international player for the Equatorial Guinean side, 15 caps for them, 25 years old, paying him quite a lot a week, but he is one of the best players of the club, and 6'2", good marking, good tackling, good positioning, especially for this kind of level. He's a real solid centre back. Does need to learn the language, hasn't done that yet, but he'll get there. And alongside him is a Welshman, Keston Davies, 6'1", once again pretty solid in all the good defensive areas, especially for this level. Marking and positioning could probably be better, but that's fine. This guy who I've gotten on loan does come in every now and then. Once again, in the defensive areas, he's good. Everything else is pretty shit though, and we will not have him next year. So I'm trying to kind of filter out the loanees already, apart from the ones that have just been bought in. So that's the defense, pretty solid. Those are the 4 that I try and keep unless they are injured. On the right we have a loanee, right to midfield, sorry, Andrea Santangelo, who great pace and acceleration, good crossing, good dribbling. Bought in from loan from Cosenza from Serie B. He's been pretty good so far. I don't have another right midfielder really, so he's it. On the left, we needed to bring in a mate for Keston Davis. So in January, I brought in Aaron Worsley. He's only played 3 games so far and has not been great, but statistically he's very good, and he's the second joint best player at the club, I think, or no, joint best player based on star ratings. So really, he should be performing maybe better than he has in those first 3 games. But he's just getting used to the Italian league. I think he'll come good, and he's only 18. Next is Kenan Akalp, who plays my deep line playmaker role. Bought from 4K from Germany. Turkish man, pretty average, but he's another one that needs to basically buck his ideas up. Only a 6.74 rating so far. Too high, but either way, very highly valued at 125k. I think he's potentially the highest value player at the club. Pretty solid all round. I feel like this ability rating should be higher based on those stats, but maybe his physicals could be a bit better. But he's a decent player. He was bought in maybe in November, I think, to fit in that box-to-box role, which he fits in perfectly. And up front, it's the 2 Rosses. Fabio Rossi, who really needs to score a lot more goals, but statistically is very good. So I'm trying to stick with him faith-wise. He's on loan from Ascoli, and then club record signing Matteo Rossetti, who scored 10 in 25, 7.05 rating. He is the star of the club. Just try and pump everything up to him, and hopefully he'll sort it out. That's kind of the plan. I did start with a 4-1-2-3 formation, which started off well, and then I just didn't score enough goals, so I switched to this more kind of attacking-based wing-back play, 4-4-2. to try and score a few more goals. It worked for a while. It's now kind of stopped again a bit, but I'm sticking with it for now, but we might see that other formation come back into play. Some subs of note. We've just signed this guy on loan, Rudella, who when he comes fit might replace Rossi up front to see what he can do. He's coming from Verona, yet to score in his professional career, but we'll hopefully can change that. Grazioso is a pretty decent midfielder. He likes to come on as a sub every now and then. Zizi Alonzi, who was the most expensive player at the club, not so much anymore, and he was the best player at the club, but as you can see, the players that we brought in has drastically changed that. Who else? Anyone else of note? I think that's probably it. Calvo's our backup right midfielder. He's pretty terrible. And yeah, I think that's probably about it. Well, that Sony's actually is pretty decent, but he's not fit at the moment, so you might see him feature at some points. But anyway, we'll get into the game, and hopefully it should be a routine victory for Lupa Roma. I've already picked the team, so these guys need numbers. We'll go for Rudella 19, and Zanalato can have 22. Hopefully I can show you what these guys can do. So all of them are real players apart from Worsley, as you could see there. We're favourites for a reason. They don't really seem to care for my team talks, especially I guess in these lower divisions. They don't really care. They're not getting paid enough. Anyway, let's see if we can start off with a win for the video. So hopefully straightforward because they are bottom of the league. But these are the kind of games that don't go too well. Let's go attacking. Oh, Worsley with a free kick. And Worsley scored. And after slating him for those first 3 games earlier, he's obviously had a little listen, and he's fired in a beautiful free kick with his left foot there, past Fono, and we are 1-0 up. Let's go straight back to positive. We'll demand more. Throw in, terrible throw in. So hopefully we can win it back here. Negro does. Worsley now. Negro to Keenan Akalp, the Turk. Plays to Sensiorelli, who loses it out, and potentially Cavese can break here. But good tackle by Akalp. Ferrara now. Sensiorelli, Perocci. Smashes it forward. And it's cleared, and Worsley picks it up, pings it back in. Rossetti now, the star man, and Rossetti scores. And it's 2-0 after 22 minutes, and that is what we like to see. Oliveira booted it out. Worsley did brilliantly there, just pings it back in. Rossetti found the space, brought it down with his left, smashes it with his right. Vono probably should have done better, but we will take the goal. Savese yet to register a shot, so that's good. We'll stay on positive. There's no need to really come off it for playing this well. Shout some praise at them. Rossetti on a yellow card, but otherwise everyone else is being good. And we have a highlight just for half time. If we can make it 3-0 here, that would be brilliant. Negro, Akalp, Worsley chips it forward. Worsley again, he's so quick there, and Rossetti really should have scored. Hits the post, cannoned off it. Worsley did brilliant there to intercept. And we are at half time. Let's tell them, yeah, very happy. They're loving that. Hopefully they don't let their performances drop. I'd say that maybe higher up in the leagues, but in this league you just want to keep morale as high as possible. And that, I think, brings the results more than anything else. Second half, Worsley does intercepts again. He has had a great game so far. It's through to Rossi, and Rossi can finish here, and he does for his 4th of the season, and it's 3-0. Worsley again with the interception. Beautiful little ball over the top. Defenders just stood still, and Rossi, easy left-footed finish. SerieA 0, Lupa Roma 3. There's a highlight after the half. If this goes our way, then this puts our game, or the game, completely out of reach, but it looks like it's not going to, and Dabari's gone through, and Dabari has scored, and Kavese have got one back straight away. Not ideal. Seemed to switch off there completely. I don't know who that defender is, but he didn't know his right from his left there, did he? 42, which one was that? I think that's Davy. It must be Davies, the white ginger man. He's got to be Welsh. Doubt that is the Equatorial Guinea man. Let's make a substitution. Let's bring on Ancini, the captain. Try and calm things down in the middle. We'll switch to balanced, and we will shout some more praise at them. They've got a free kick here, and somehow that's gone in. Oh, it's been disallowed for offside. Obviously, he's impeached the keeper, but they've got another free kick there, and Palamike goes very close. And we are slightly falling apart here. Another goal would be really handy round about now. SerieA with the ball, Ancini the substitute, and captain. Negro, back to Ancini. SerieA playing around the middle here, looking for that gap, and Ancini goes for it, but it is saved quite easily by Vono. Kicks the ball out. Right, so we've got it back. We just punt it forward again. Santangelo, the 18-year-old. Nice ball through to Rossetti, and Rossetti really should be finishing from there. But anyway, we've got a corner and another highlight. Worsley with the corner. And it's hit out, and SerieA could counter here. No. Highlight over, thank God. Negro. Terrible throw. And once again, they look like a counter hit. Stanzani, he looks like he's had quite a lot of the ball from what I've seen from the highlights. Man that we have not been able to snub out in the middle there. Gonga. Back to the Ginger Ninja Davies. Ancini. Oh, that's terrible from the captain. Davies cuts it out, and it's just back and forth at the moment, back and forth. No team really getting through, but Rossi might be in here, and Rossi is in, and he somehow hasn't scored. He's kicked the post rather than the ball there, it looks like. Ridiculous stuff. Worsley. This corner's going to come to nothing, and just another corner. It's fine, I'll just sit it out, just don't concede. Maybe we'll make another substitution actually after this. Worsley kicks it in, and Ngonga hits it just over. Let's waste a bit of time. Let's protect that yellow card. Let's bring on Rudella, our new boy. He can play as a poacher. Rossi can play as the advanced forward. Let's do that. See our new young striker in action. And they've scored. 7 minutes to go. Free kick, Miglarini. What do I do here? Do I stay balanced? Do I go back to positive? Oh, that's really not good. Let's demand more. Zanaletto is pressured. They've only had 4 on target. Zanaletto's only scored 2 of them. Right, 5 minutes of stoppage time. There's a highlight. If they break and counter here, I'm not going to be happy. Ancini. It looks like they might counter, really, and they are. They're going to counter. This is going to be 3-all. I can see it. Come forward. Dabari hits a long ball over, and that's it, isn't it? Scamana should have scored. Saved in the end by Zanaletto. Quick corner in. Oh, good. Thank God we got a free kick. Okay, let's just... Time ticks away. 30 seconds to go. Free kick. Ancini hits it in. It's parried back out. It comes back in. Rudella almost scored there. But it was offside. Okay, right. Come on. Full time. There we go. Nearly threw it away, but didn't in the end. SerieA 2, Lupa Roma 3, Worsley, Rossetti, and Rossi with the goals. SerieA got 2 back, and we almost threw it away, but luckily we did not. Jacqueline high performance, yeah, that'll do. Stress Perocci out. Oh well. I mean, he was shit, so don't know what's really stressing him out. So after that, I think we should move up the table. brushed aside. Yes, definitely praise Worsley. He was very good. More of that, please. And no, we stay in 7th place by the looks of it. But do move on 42, same as Trapani. We still say, oh no, wait, no, hold on, no, now we're 10 points clear of 11th, which is good, but they do have a game in hand, Casatana. But anyway, so that's it for this little video. Thanks very much for watching, and hopefully catch you on my next stream. Goodbye.